If you've clicked on this video, I know exactly who you are. You're the woman with the vision, the woman with the goals that scare her, and the woman who gets it done. And yet, beneath that strength, you are exhausted. And not in a way that a nap or taking a Sunday off will fix. You're carrying an invisible weight. The kind that builds over time, the kind that nobody claps for, the kind that no one sees because you are so good at hiding it. You tell yourself, it's just this season. I'll rest when this project ends. Or I'll slow down after I hit the next number. But you and I both know this. That season never ends. Because somewhere along the way, you made pressure feel like home. You made stress the price of success. And now, burnout doesn't look like collapse. It looks like scrolling when you should be showing up. It looks like resenting your own dreams. It looks like winning and feeling nothing. If you feel that, if you've been silently asking yourself why none of it feels good anymore, stay with me. This isn't about quitting. It's about understanding why your subconscious identity and your nervous system is hijacking your ambition, and then how to lead yourself through it without wanting to burn everything you've built to the ground. Welcome to the space where we tell the truth about ambition. I'm Jess Pinili. I'm a business strategist and a mindset coach. I'm here for the woman that is tired of building success at the cost of her own sanity. If you love the topic of this video, hit the subscribe button. And if you keep coming back for more and you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. This is not a girl boss pep talk. Today, I am giving you the roadmap. The roadmap for resetting your burnout so you don't have to ghost your business, career, friends and family, or most importantly, yourself. Because the problem isn't that you're too ambitious. It's that no one actually taught you how to hold that ambition without self-destructing. We are going to break down what burnout really is at a nervous system level, why sabbaticals often don't solve the root of the problem, and what practical science-backed tools you can use to help you recalibrate, starting today. Part 1. Let's talk about the subtle signs that you're actually in burnout. Burnout isn't always the raging inferno that we actually imagine. In reality, it's often a slow, invisible erosion of the self. The quiet death of joy, vision, and vitality. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It lulls you into believing that this heaviness that you're feeling is normal, that this is simply what it means to be driven. But I want you to look closer. It's the mornings where you dread opening up your laptop, not because you hate your work, but because your soul is exhausted by the pace. It's crossing big milestones, hitting your revenue goal, signing that client, launching that program, and feeling nothing. No rush, no pride, just a hollow ache that asks, was this it? It's snapping at your loved ones because your capacity to tolerate is paper thin. It's resenting the very calendar that you designed to give you freedom. It's losing sight of your why because the how is swallowing you whole. You're no longer inspired by possibility. You are imprisoned by obligation. You take the time off, but your mind runs marathons at 2 a.m., strategizing, fixing, worrying. And here's the deepest cut. You tell yourself over and over and over again that this is just what success demands. But in truth, this is your nervous system trapped in a perpetual stress loop, confusing hyperproductivity with safety, mistaking adrenaline for alignment, and mistaking exhaustion with proof of your worth. Part 2. Why you don't need a sabbatical. There is a seductive fantasy of a sabbatical. Jetting off to Bali, unplugging, finally breathing again. It promises salvation, but let's be honest. It's often just a prettier form of avoidance. A sabbatical can temporarily pause the symptoms, but if the identity of your burnout is still intact, the cycle will return the second you resume. Because burnout is not about doing too much. It's about being too much for too long. The relentless proving, the silent inner dialogue that ties your worth to your output, and the subconscious contracts that you sign that says, I earn love, success, and respect by what I achieve. Even on a beach with no Wi-Fi, the woman who equates rest with weakness will find a way to stay on. She'll mentally plan, strategize, or punish herself for not using the time productively. Real recovery does not come from absence. It comes from integration. It's about meeting your ambition with nervous system regulation, about learning how to hold desire without gripping it to death, about unhooking your worth from how much you produce, how much you serve, or how much you sacrifice. Sabbaticals are lovely, but they are not the medicine. Presence is. And presence is built on regulated breath, one boundary, one new belief at a time. Taking us to part 3, my 3-minute nervous system reset. When your system tips towards chaos, speed is your enemy. Simplicity is your salvation. Here's how to ground yourself and become present in 3 minutes. Number 1, ground. Get into your body. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, barefoot if you can. Press down. Feel the earth's support beneath you. There is proof that you are held no matter what. Now, I want you to scan your environment. Name 5 things that you can see. Really see the texture of the curtain, the color gradient of the sky, the pattern of light on your wall. Next, name 4 things that you can touch. The fabric of your shirt, the cool surface of your desk, the weight of a pen. Then, name 3 sounds. Maybe the hum of the fridge, distant traffic, your own breath. This is a neurological interrupt. You're pulling your mind out of imagined threats and anchoring it into reality. Number 2, breath. Your breath is your built-in regulator, the bridge between your mind and your body. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 2, exhale long and slow for 8. The extended exhale signals safety to your brainstem. Feel your shoulders drop, feel your belly soften. If your mind wanders, gently return to the count. Each round rewires the pattern of panic into a rhythm of calm. And number 3, anchor. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Feel the rise and fall. Feel your pulse steady and sure, and whisper to yourself, I am safe. Success can feel spacious. This is safe. I am safe. Let these words echo through your body, your soul, your bones. Let this be your new baseline. Safety and stillness, power in presence. Now, let's talk about part 4, the myth of balance. Balance, in my opinion, is one of the greatest modern myths. A marketing slogan disguised as wisdom. It suggests that if we could just allocate our time and energy perfectly, we'd unlock some mythical harmony where nothing pulls, nothing wobbles, nothing aches. But balance, in that sense, does not exist. Because life is not static. It is dynamic. It pulses, expands, contracts. Your business will demand more some seasons. Your relationships, your health, your inner world, they'll take center stage at other times. To chase balance as an outcome is to set yourself up for chronic disappointment because you'll always feel like you're failing on something. The true mastery is flexibility in cultivating a nervous system that can flex and flow with what each season calls for without snapping under pressure. Real balance is not about splitting your energy equally. It's about being attuned enough to know what needs you the most and trusting yourself to give it. It's knowing that you can be deep in a work sprint but still honor your body's need for sleep, that you can choose stillness without fearing the loss of momentum, that you can lead powerfully without having to abandon yourself. Balance is not the goal. Resilience is. And resilience is built in the micro moments. When you recover faster, when you self-correct sooner, when you meet yourself with compassion versus critique. Bringing us to part number 5. What to do when you're overwhelmed and you're ambitious. Overwhelm paired with ambition is a potent mix because your desire for more keeps you pushing, whilst your system quietly begs for mercy. So how do you move forward without burning out? 1. Audit your inputs. Your mind is a garden. What you plant grows. If you are feeding it constant noise, the Instagram scroll, the expert of the day advice, the highlight reels, don't be surprised when anxiety blooms. Start noticing what actually spikes your nervous system. Where do you leave not feeling enough? Where do you get caught up in the comparison trap? And prune ruthlessly. Your clarity is on the other side of less. 2. Clarify your priorities. Without clarity, your ambition becomes your source of suffering. If everything is urgent, nothing is. Sit down and decide what actually moves the needle for my business, for my health, for my relationships, for my joy. Choose no more than 3 focuses per season. The rest can wait. You will build more in 1 year of focused effort versus scattered hustle. 3. Co-regulate. We heal as human beings in connection. Our nervous systems are quite literally wired to calibrate with others. This means letting yourself be seen, not in perfection, but in process. Find your people, the coach who grounds you, the friend who listens without fixing, the partner who holds space. Let their calm remind your system what safety feels like. Let their belief in you borrow strength. 4. Act as her, the future version of you, the one who leads, rests, creates, receives with ease. She's built in the present. Each day, ask yourself this: what would the future version of me choose right now? And then take that one action. Not all at once, just one. Over time, those small aligned choices create the quantum shift you've been craving. A life where burnout is no longer required for worthiness. Burnout does not mean that you are weak. It means you've been in survival mode, fighting for air in a system that taught you your value is based on what you produce. The way out isn't escape. It's return to your breath, to your body, to your truth. And you do not have to figure this out alone. If you're ready to shift from surviving your success to actually leading it, click now to watch my next video. I teach you how to face your fears head on and stop being a victim in life. This is where we stop outsourcing our power and start creating from it. I'll see you in the next video.